Hey guys, welcome back to Dawn Investments. Today's just going to be our Sunday due diligence on a couple of stocks we find interesting for tomorrow and for the week coming. Um, Hope you guys enjoy it. Getting right into the video, I wanted to go talk about CCLP. This is one of the ones that was called out in our Discord by one of our members. They requested to go over this one. Looking at it from a technical standpoint, it is it's a pretty decent stock to trade, but I just want you to keep in mind that it is near resistance. It's bounced down, it's hit a support, it's bounced up, it's consolidated as it's going back, and now it seems to be trending back up. So yeah, that's definitely a good sign. But in terms of how far it would go, it can possibly hit like this resistance of around 10% away, or even hit this one around 4% away. Because if it hits that, then that might be a double top, and you might see a strong downtrend. So in terms of trading this, I would say it's up to personal risk, your personal risk tolerance, because you can possibly get it for here at least, but if it hits up here or gets close to it and does form a double top and starts a downtrend, you can potentially lose a lot more than you would gain, because it can go all the way back down here, and that's a 17% drop. And I'm sure you would probably stop loss out before it reached that point, but just to save you the headache, just keep in mind that the profit for the margin for potential profit isn't as high as something else that I would usually see value in. But like I usually say, then just because I'm saying it doesn't mean you can't trade it. Like, there's definitely potential here. So just, send alerts and pay close attention. For this, I would send an alert if it breaks above this level right here, this previous high. And if it breaks that, then I would say it can go for that, that 2 to 3%, and then that possibly that 6% to its resistance. So just keep that in mind. The next stock I want to go over is SCM. It's another one that was requested. Um, in terms of SCM, I really like this stock. Thanks for calling it out. It had its big drop, so it's at a bottom support, and it seems to be a strong support. It came up a little bit, hit a resistance, came back down, and it looks like it's hitting this resistance again, or it's about to. So before I trade that, I'm definitely going to set an alert above this line right here. Let me just draw it out. I'm going to set an alert for above there, and if it passes there, I'm going to definitely think about getting in, because from here it has a potential for profit of around, let me see, yeah, around 10%, which is a solid trade for me, and my risk would only be around 5%, because I would set a stop loss right under the resistance. I mean, the support, I'm sorry. Um, but in terms of this type of stocks, that is not as volatile as the other type of stocks we trade during the week, I probably would even set a stop loss that isn't as wide. So maybe like here, right under the VWAP, the 180-day VWAP, and probably set a stop loss there if I get in. But yeah, so I would set an alert. Me personally, I would set an alert here and wait for it to break this resistance level and show that sign of upward momentum. And from there, I definitely see that you can have a strong profit of around 10%, maybe throughout the week or a couple days. Um, the next one, someone also messaged me about. We called it out last week, and just as an update to it, it's in addressing the question that was asked. It's still pretty low. It's consolidating right now, which is a good sign. It's definitely a good sign. But I would be careful here. I would not buy it here, because at any moment it can drop. It's not showing any sign that it's going up. It has a huge uh, margin for profit, but I'm not sure. Like, we can't be sure here from at this point that it's going to keep going up. So I would definitely wait. I would send an alert. I already have alerts set above this EMA and above this EMA to really let me know if it's on its way up, and if it does move up on its way up, this is another one that I would potentially get into for the quick profit. Even if I enter here, I can get in this. I wouldn't even sell for this. Wait this long, personally. Probably just look for that quick 10 to 15% on this. But yeah, this is definitely something I would watch out for. But I wouldn't. I definitely want to get in here if you were thinking about it. I will continue to wait to see how it moves. Looking into our next stock, CSTM. I found this on one of our scanners. This is like some of the other stocks we've been reviewing, same type of concept. It's dropped down to a support, a pretty strong support, and it's been bounced back up. It's showing upward signs of momentum right now, so which is definitely a good sign. Um, but like in the previous case, it has this little resistance right here that's really kind of hard to see if you're not paying close attention. So for in terms of that resistance, this is only like a 2% away. So I don't think this is worth it getting in here and taking the risk of it not being able to break this resistance. So I would send an alert above this resistance to make sure it breaks it. And once it breaks that, I would definitely see this as something that has potential. It says it has potential for 20%, but you could probably get in for way less just to be safe. This seems to be another quick resistance here around the 12% mark. And this is where I would sell. So I would set an alert here, make sure it breaks there, maybe set another one just for as a double confirmation. And once it breaks those, I would definitely not be against swinging this for a couple of days as well. So this is a good one to look out for, add to your watch list. I want to go over CENX. I went over this last week. I called it out. It last week it hit its low right here, pretty low. I called this out in the group chat. I told you guys I was swinging it. Um, in terms of its resistance, it had a resistance around 15. Okay, let me look at its 20-day. Okay, so it had its resistance around here. We called it out around this price. Um, it hit that resistance for a 10% gain. We didn't get it exactly at this point, but we got it around there. I think we only had like a 8% gain, which is fine for me. It started scaling back down, and and we talked about it again as it hit back towards this point, because it hit this uh double bottom here around this level, and it's been scaling back up ever since these past couple of days for another 10%. And in terms of what it has left in its tank, it just passed its 200-day EMA and it's still scaling upwards. So, and there's a few resistances that it's going to face, but I definitely think this is something that has potential. You can wait for it to scale back down, but it just broke its 200-day EMA, so I would say that it's moving well, and it may not drop too much lower. So if you get in here, I would set a stop loss for right under the 200-day EMA, and you would take a around 2% loss, which is what we usually aim for. But the potential for profit, if you sell like at this resistance right here, is around 15%. And if you ride it all the way up, which is a possibility, but more risky, it's around 35%. I wouldn't wait for the 35% one personally, because I don't need to look for big stuff like that on these type of stocks. So I would just probably get it at the 15% one. And if it's still moving, I would consider jumping back in. But yeah, this is another one where I definitely think you should keep this on your watch list. It's something that has potential and has been moving all according to what we've predicted. It's not too scary or volatile, so have these sharp you won't have these sharp movements in price, which is always a good thing in terms of trading these type of stocks. So you won't have to be worried about it. And yeah, and that's really it for CENX. Pretty good stock right there. Um, this is another one I want to talk about quickly. MIK. It has some resistance points. It looks like it's at a resistance point right now. This one came up on a scanner, so I wanted to quickly talk about it. It hit a double bottom here, as you can see at this point right here, and it's scaling back up. This looks like it's a mini resistance, and technically I drew this line at the wrong spot, so it looks like it broke it a little bit. So this is definitely something I would add to my watch list. And just for the week, because from here, looks like there's a 10% potential for profit. Looks like it's a pretty safe trade. Set a 2% stop loss. Yeah, I think you'd be fine. I'll probably set it for like 3% right under this EMA if I bought it at open. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely watch it from tomorrow and possibly hold it throughout the week. And this is definitely something I will look out for. Um, Going into the next stock, BSBR is another one. Pretty calm stocks. Pretty calm stocks. I'm going over a lot of swings. No, the crazy day trades I usually look at. Intraday. I usually call them out during the week. So sorry about that. There's no crazy stocks I'm going to go over. These are all like the swings I'm paying attention to. Where this one is showing signs of upward confirmation. It broke multiple EMAs and it bounced off the support. It's already up. I think it looks like it's up a decent amount. Yeah, around 10%. So it's about to hit this resistance right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. And if it breaks it, which I'm going to send an alert for, this is another one I might jump into. Get in from 5%. This one is not on my priority list though, just because the margin that I will look for is only 5%, and the risk is quite substantial. The risk is around 10%, and the potential for profit is only 5. And it's definitely something I think can hit that 5%, but there are other stocks I'm watching that can get me that. So I feel like there's not much of a need for me to pay much attention to this, but this is definitely something. If you can't find anything, just look out for this one. Looking at more stocks, XXII is the same old, same old. This one, um, ETSY came up on one of my scanners. It just looks like it's been moving up slowly. Yeah, it's been moving up slowly, and now it seems to be consolidating a little bit. As long as it stays above this 200-day EMA, I definitely think this is a very safe swing. But it looks like it's about to break this. I don't know what happened here. I don't know the news, but if you're interested in this pattern, you can look at the news. But if it stays above this 200-day EMA, I definitely think this is a swing that you can hold for a couple of weeks, depending on what that news was right there. I won't get into that in this video, but this definitely is moving up very safely, very slowly, confidently. Buy on dips. MTG. It's another one. This one I would wait for it to pull back, but I definitely think it's gonna pull back very soon. And I want you guys to pay attention for this pullback because I will. And once it pulls back to a good level, I'm going to get in for a swing. It looks like this was 8% right here. So if it pulls back to this EMA, I'm going to look for another 8%. Maybe pulls back around this level, and I'll sell it for around this level for another 7-8%. So just keep this in mind. I'm going to send an alert for at or below this price level, just to alert me when it starts to downtrend. A cheaper stock that's been moving this week that we've been trading, CDTI. For the past two trading days, it's had some. I'll probably say 1.5 trading days. It's had some movement. That's a big movement here, and it came down, and now it moved up slowly on Friday. So I'm definitely watching this for Monday just to see what it does. This may be something that might spike. I'm gonna of course look at more news. It's what's actually moving the stock, but in terms of the chart, this is something that I'll definitely keep on watch. Um, just to not make this video too long, just start rounding it up. I always trade D-gas. This is something that you guys know, see me call out a lot in the Discord. I think it's a good stock to swing. It's pretty safe, pretty secure. Right now, it's at this support, so this may be a good price to get in. Looking at this one day, yeah, it looks like it was moving down that day. So just be careful with this stock. Don't trade it yet. Just wait for that sign of upward confirmation. Like I will. I'm gonna send an alert here right above the 200-day EMA of 25.85. I know I've thrown a lot of stocks at you guys, and sorry about that. There's I have more stocks I can go over, but just to not overwhelm you with this, with this list of like 10 plus stocks, I'm just gonna like leave you with these. The less stocks you have to focus on, the better. The ones I've shown you definitely have potential for profit. There's more out there, of course, and there's more that I haven't gone over that you guys may have found. Trade what you see value in, what you understand. But I hope this video was able to give you some clarity or some ideas on what to swing. I know day trading can be kind of hard for the average person, but swing trading is a lot easier. So these are all a bunch of pretty decent swings. And of course, with the day trades and the swings, I'm gonna be calling them out during the week. We've been calling out pretty accurate, calling out the day trades that's been up 50%, 20%, all those good movies. We call them out pretty early. So if you're interested in those, just join our group chat. We have a free one right now, and we just hope really just try to help everyone out. So thanks for watching. Hope this helped. If you have any questions, just message me or anything like that. So again, thanks for watching.